Let's talk about them. Your Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles, coming off an epic win, comeback victory from behind, going down to Tampa again
MoneyPot's.
to take on those hated Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are a thorn on our side. We are horrible against Tampa. Jalen Hurts, 17% of Jalen Hurts' losses, which is not a lot, has been against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's almost a fifth of his losses have come from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right now, line is minus 3.5. Total is 43.5. And I'm not sure if you have a bet on this game. I have one bet on this game, but talk to me about the game real quick. Break it down. What you think of how this game is going to be. Some weather thoughts too as well. I think it's supposed to rain down there in Raymond James Stadium. It's going to be hot, probably 90 degrees normal for the Florida weather.
Yeah. This is only because history is telling me that, and we've seen it and witnessed it. We always seem to play Tampa Bay early in the season when it's 100 degrees outside, and we look like crap. So I'm off this game. Eagles showed me a lot last week. I think a lot of adjustments are going to happen with the Philadelphia Eagles throughout this week, with more trust in the quarterback of Jalen Hurts. I think the offensive coordinator is now been checked for the most part, and you've heard it in the post games between AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and others that have pretty much put it out there like, "Hey, we can't be conservative going into these games. We got to be more aggressive. We got to be more aggressive. We got to bring our swag to our games week in and week out." And I think he's going to see that. So I think you're going to see more of an open approach, aggressive approach against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week.
I agree.
The only thing is that Tampa, I don't know what it is about Tampa, but I do feel like this is the week we do get them. 3.5, that hook is a little shaky. Tampa Bay really ain't play nobody. The three teams they did play, they only won by 5 points. That's against an Atlanta team that got blown out by Carolina. I forgot who else the other two were. I think they were Texans, who don't look to be any good either. So, them having to weigh on Baker Mayfield and the way our defense has been playing, I think it's going to give Tampa Bay some problems, especially with Mike Evans out. So you're going to have to rely on the young cat. So you might want to do some player props on the young cat. But then he's going to be looked at, be lined up against Mitchell. So it's going to be some tough opportunities there. I don't know if Godwin's going to be ready to go or not. We shall see.
I think he's playing.
Okay, so he may be out there. But I think our defense is going to be the hold up. I think, if anything, I would look at a play here will be Tampa Bay, maybe team total, and look at under. But it's just a lean, just me throwing something out there for this game. It's going to be a sit and watch for me.
Yeah, and not even that. I think another layer to this game is the injuries. Right? A lot of crazy things from a Philadelphia standpoint, right? I think they did like 9 different moves today and then put Cooper, the star Darius Cooper from the preseason, on IR. You get this bum-ass Nolan Smith on IR. Yeah, man, I've been telling people about his ass. Jacorian Bennett, who played a little bit, he's going on IR. So, we made a couple moves. Eli Ricks is back in the building, I think. Quez Watkins is back in the building, if I'm not mistaken. I thought there was somebody else. I think another corner is back in the building. So they made a lot of moves. It looks like Campbell's has an injury report. Zach Vaughn has a injury. Lane Johnson had a neck injury last game. So a lot of moving parts for the Philadelphia Eagles. But the one thing you talked about, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head here, is that I think that you echoing with Jalen, echoing with AJ, echoing with Devontae, the skill positions are still healthy from the offensive side of the ball. And that's where my bet's going to go, is I do think that they're going to open up with passing the ball a little bit here. And I think these numbers are very, very low. Now, if it rains, all bets are off, and which is looking like it is going to rain. But you know how Florida weather is. It'll rain, downpour 1 second, and stop the next. But I get Jalen Hurts, and we haven't been able to run the ball, but I get Jalen Hurts to give me 2 passing touchdowns when we just figured out that we can throw to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert last game. I absolutely love this bet at plus 166. I think Jalen Hurts is being way undervalued here from a passing standpoint. I mean, his passing yards are 190 yards. Like, we really haven't been able to run the ball at all. And to think that Barkley, I mean, he very well could be, but our offensive line is beat up, right? Mailata has worn a sleeve almost all training camp, all up in this year on his one leg. We already know about Dickerson being in and out of the lineup, hurt. We already know about our centers, his back issues. Steen's the only healthy one, and then Lane just got hurt. You know what I mean? So to have these hogs up front just think that they can just get up and roll great, like they're beat up. And now you got people like Vita Vey on the other side. You gonna try to run through that?
Can't run. You can't run through that.
You can't run through that.
We're gonna be outside of that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. I think Cam Jordan's gonna have some tough time with that. You know what I mean? Because Vita is a problem. So yeah, I think you're gonna see the passing game open up again here, and I think you're gonna see Jalen Hurts throw the ball a little bit here. I mean, give me the 200, Jalen. I think you can get the 200, but I definitely think you're gonna be throwing 2 touchdowns. I absolutely love this number at the plus money. At plus 166. Give me Jalen Hurts over 2 passing touchdowns.
I like it.
All right.